mean, all the college coaches that I've talked to, all the players I've talked to said this is one of the best events in high school basketball season. It's my first year in it. I walked in, there's a lot of people watching.
He's a 6'8" junior, number 23, Kevin Knox.
My name is Kevin Knox. I go to Tampa High School. It's a really good high school, good football team, good basketball team, good baseball team. We're always a good contender for the state championship. We're playing really well right now. The season's going really good for me and my teammates. We're all getting good shots. We're playing together as one team, and I think we're going to come out today with a W. To be able to play against some of the best in the country. I mean, I'm really high profile, so I mean, just getting invited to all these different camps and stuff is just really competitive. And I like that type of spirit. I'm that type of guy, really competitive, and it's just really fun. Motivation is just my dad. I mean, he motivates me every day. We work out a lot. I mean, he just pushes me toward the limit. I mean, he's just a really good dad. I mean, good mentor, everything I need help with, I go to him for, and he's just really a blessing, and he motivates me every day. Our daily routines, we wake up in the morning, we work out from 7 to 8, in school from 8 to 10, then we have practice from after school from like 3 to 5, and usually when I get home, I do some dribbling drills with my dad. My first dunk was 8th grade summer, going to 8th grade year on a fast break in Orlando. I mean, it was a night game, so there wasn't many people there, but I mean, the people were there were impressed because they knew I was really young. I was playing up already at grade level, so when I dunked, everybody went crazy, even the opponent team. 8th grade, played on my middle school team, and I did really well. We won our championship for our county. And right then and there, I started picking up a lot of recognition from colleges and playing on a good AAU team, each one teach one. I mean, it was a great experience. I mean, playing up, I played with a lot of really good players. Almost everybody on my team had a D1 offer. So, I mean, being one of the youngest on the team and be able to start, that was a good accomplishment. And I think we played really well in Peace Jam. And I think I got way better over the summer. I picked up a lot of recognition from colleges. And I think that USA and the AAU season helped my recruiting a lot. Age of 3, I moved to Tampa, so I've been in Tampa pretty much my whole life. This year we did really well. I mean, I averaged 30 and 11. We went to the state Final Four. Actually had a buzzer beater to send us to the Final Four, so that was a great moment for this season. And I think this season my teammates just did a great job of just distributing me the ball and just giving me the ball at the right times. And we did really good at that this year.
I think he had a really successful season at Tampa Catholic. Went to majority of his games this year, and I think he was averaging about 30 and 11 or something in that general area. Tampa Catholic's been very good for him. He has the freedom, to get the rebound, to lead the break, which is in turn building his confidence. Like, wow, I really can be a guard, because he's always, more of an energy, athletic guy, I think, at the 3 to 4 position. And now, he can run the 1. He can run the 1 through the 5 for their school. He can distribute the ball and pass it, take you coast to coast, pull up or do whatever, he deems best. And that's why I think Tampa Catholic has been such a good fit. And his teammates have really bought into his development and him being that guy. And they trust him, bringing up the ball and that type of stuff. And I think that really just, helps build on his confidence. My name is Akii Dean. I'm the owner and founder of Process Basketball Training.
I mean, I just worked a lot on just my ball handling and my three-point shot, getting better around the arc. This year, I shot like 35% from the three-pointer, shooting from 30 my sophomore year, so that went up 5%. My jump shot was just looking better this year. Ball handling was looking better. I brought the ball up a lot, played some point guard. So, I mean, I think my working out with Akii helped me a lot this season. I like to play the wing. I can play up top a lot, and then again, I can take you down to the post. I'm an all-around player. I mean, KD is one of the guys I look up to. He can do pretty much anything on the court, bring the ball up, shoot threes, pull up jump shots, be able to take you off the dribble, take you in the post, or that all-around type of game, and that's the type of player I am.
That was bad. I don't know why the person would jump. I mean, I don't want to, sell him out or anything if he watches this, but those dunks were crazy. He got the first one game, and then he got the second one, and it looked like the guy actually kind of pushed him in the air. so much you can do when someone's that athletic, and he caught him bad. And because a lot of times I'll text him like, "You catch any bodies?" And he texted me after the game. He was like, "I got 2 bodies," and I was like, "Oh man, I wonder if they was weak." And then I seen the video and I was like, "Oh snap!" Like he got him bad. So yeah, he had quite a few this year. I mean, he's just a freak athletically, and he moves like a guard. So he had a great season, and I think this next season it's going to dwarf this past season, which is kind of hard to fathom. But there's a lot of good stuff coming for him this upcoming year at Tampa Catholic. Got up this morning at around 6 when we headed out here, to get some strength conditioning stuff right before school. Planned to get a lift in the weight room. Weight room was closed, so we're gonna head out to the track and do some isometric holds. What that basically is we're holding a position and putting our muscles under tension for an extremely long time while also elongating our muscles. Looks really easy, but it's very difficult. It's a very deep burn during the workout, so that's what we're working on right now. I'm gonna head out to the track and do that, so we're not wasting our time. We can't get in the weight room. We gotta make the most out of the situation and still get better and use every opportunity we can. So the results, are great. It's going to help, explosiveness, first step explosion, stability, which is one thing that we're really trying to work on with Kevin. Is him, being more stable, making movements, decelerating, and just being on balance at all times. With our arms above our knees. We're holding it for a minute, and then the pumps is basically a toe lift, bringing those heels down and up. All right. So you got a minute hold, then 15 pumps. And it definitely helps with explosiveness. Kevin right now, he's genetically gifted. I mean, he's a freak, athlete with just, being extremely quick as well as being explosive. But this is just gonna help, add on to his natural gifts. I got it from Tim Grover, who was, the trainer for Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, a lot of those guys. I'm telling you though, man, this gets you right if we complete the whole sequence of it. This is the one that added the 12 inches to Jordan's. And this is just as bad as lifting weights, and it's all body weight. Hell, it might be worse, honestly. So that means you're working. Ready, go. Get your hands off the track. Doing those holds for a minute long, and then doing pumps after, which is basically a miniature rep.
Legs are burning.
Good. Get on your toes more. It's extremely challenging. You're gonna feel probably a burn like you've never felt before while doing it. Dude, we gotta work. Ain't nothing easy. We ain't trying to be one of them people. The highlight of your life was being number 6 in the nation. I don't want to be that dude at the gas station smoking a Black and Mild in 8 years talking about Kevin Knox was a bad boy. Nah, man. Damn high school legend.
Oh, man.
I know you know some high school legends in Tampa. Exactly. We're not trying to be that dude. We got one more set of those. You don't like them, so we got to do one more. It's about to get a lot worse because we're about to do Bulgarian lunge, which is even worse than the regular one. So lock in, be a pro. This is mental toughness. You have the physical gift. The biggest thing is just mentally getting over that hump of feeling the burn, having your legs literally lock up on you while you're doing exercise, fighting through it and getting it over with. I mean, it's definitely one of the more challenging workouts that you'll ever do, despite how it looks, but if you can get it done, it definitely has results in the long run. After we do pre-exhaustion, so we got our, again, another 10. So right now you have bounce because you're genetically gifted. The thing is, it's gonna feel terrible right now, but you're not really gonna feel it tomorrow. Like, you don't really feel it sore. Get that knee a little bit lower, get it 90 degrees. Lower, there we go. God can bless you with all the talent in the world, those natural gifts, but if you don't work to maximize your potential, you're never gonna get anything out of it. You're gonna be so much stronger, dude, I promise you. Life is gonna be, it's a whole new world. You get more core strength and everything, you get stability. I think this is definitely gonna help Kevin, take his game to another level, really with, like I said, just body control, stability, as well as him making even more explosive than he already is. He has a lot that's untapped into, which is kind of scary if you think about it. But he's definitely going to see the benefits of this really, throughout his game, whether it's dunking, exploding to the basket, being able to take that contact and not, wobbling over, being strong. It's better to do this and get potentially a harder, at least mental workout, and then just use the excuse, the weight room's closed, we're not going to do anything, let's just sit around and talk. Make sure you're on your toe right here. I don't want your foot flat. Stay on that toe. Big lunge out, and we're holding it. Same thing right here. Right after school, once he's done, we're heading straight to the gym to get some skill work in. But I mean, that's one thing that separates him. That's, as a trainer, that's one thing you love is, someone that's willing to actually do the extra stuff, that's willing to wake up early when majority of kids would rather sleep. to get that extra work in and get better. So strength stuff in the morning, skill stuff in the evening, and throwing some film in there. I went to majority of his games at Tampa Catholic this year, so I always get film of those. Just going over some stuff that he could do better. All his shots, were they good shots? Was he in his right spots? Did he have good balance in those shots? The moves that he could have been making, the moves that he did make, were they successful? Some positions that he could score a little bit easier and be a little bit more efficient. Just trying to, clean up his game a little bit. Everybody, growing up wants to get offered by one of those major schools, like Kentucky or Duke. He's definitely, extremely happy about that, just to be in a position to make a choice that he can play for one of those schools. He actually just had some home visits with UNC, Duke, Kentucky, and Florida State. He said all of those went great, so he's definitely excited about the process. What a lot of people don't know is he's only 16 right now. So he's playing 17 under. He's a junior right now, and he's only 16 years old. So he's a young junior. He could technically be a sophomore. He has a lot of developing to do, a ton. When I look at him play, there's just so much room for improvement. I don't think he's grown all the way into his body. He's still growing. He's grown, I think, at least about an inch since after the high school season. He's getting a little bit better. So when he fills out, it's going to be a scary sight for everybody else. So he's definitely extremely advanced for his age. There's not many 16-year-olds that have his size, his athleticism, being able to shoot the ball like he can, being able to dribble the ball like he can. He can play great defense, can get the rebound, lead the break. So there really isn't anything that, he just can't do. We got to tighten up on some of those stuff. But, for his age, it really is sky's the limit. Sometimes you forget how young he is because of how gifted and how hard he's worked to get to where he's at. He's still a baby right now, to be honest. Do it. Good. 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 There we go. Sorry, that slow down works every single time. Kevin, right now he's number 1 in the state. He's number 6 in the nation. I expect him to move up in those rankings a little bit. So right now with Kevin, we're really working on his total game, trying to tighten up his handle a lot. He's improved his ball handling significantly, but we want to make it to where he's 100% comfortable with the ball in all situations and extremely tight on improving the consistency of his jump shot. He's got a very, very good stroke, very fluid, but if he can shoot at a high level on a consistent basis from anywhere on the court, he's going to be very, very dangerous.
I just like to get better. That's just one of the things that I have a really good work ethic. My dad works me out. I don't complain. Akii wants to work out. I don't complain. I just get in here, do what I got to do, and get better. He's helped me out really well. He's a good one-on-one guy. I talk to him a lot. He sleeps over at my house sometimes. We just got a good bonding, and every day we work out. So we getting better every day.
How was the workout with Darcy?
It was all right. I played him one-on-one. I beat him 5-1. I left him open for the 1. I get buckets. Yeah.
Today I just worked on some ball handling, some off-the-dribble moves, one-on-one moves. Basically, was how EYBL is. You just got to be able to beat defenders off of the dribble and be able to finish through contact.
Throw it out, step, race. As a crossover jab, it should look like you're doing a crossover jab. It should look the exact same, except you realize that I'm just retreating and you race. Yes, that's much better. Much better, 1.
Right now I'm about 6'8.5", and I weigh about 195, and I play like the 2 or 3.
We just want to really transfer him over to 100% of being a wing or a guard. Right now he's comfortable playing the 2 or the 3, but I want to take him to that next level where he feels comfortable, running the team, just really trying to hammer out the details so he can be successful at that next level, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to help him prepare for the NBA because that's his ultimate goal. Throw that arm though. I don't want that arm just dangling, looking all weird. Throw it on that crossover jab. Good. Much better. Good bounce. Freeze. Good. One thing I'm really, really big on is details. A lot of people can, YouTube a video and put somebody through some cones or some drills, and that's not a knock on any trainer, but I just feel like that's very common. But, I feel like what separates me and what separates, what we do is, breaking it down to the finest details, making sure on his turnaround jump shot, his foot's at the right angle so his hips are opened up on that shot, making sure the pickup is nice and clean, close to his body, or when he's doing a half spin, the placement of the ball is into a place where he can get that ball stripped, because like I said, in the high school game, he's going to be able to get away with it. College game, it's going to be a lot tougher. He still might be able to get away with it to some degree, but at the highest level, when he's going against grown men trying to feed their family, that's not going to work. So we want to perfect those details, perfect that balance on his shot, making sure it's consistent. Whether he's shooting a catch and shoot, whether he's shooting a step back, it's the same every single time. So when he gets to that highest level, he's prepared for it and doesn't have to experience that learning curve that majority of players have to. I want you to get outside of my hips. You're gonna have to read me. If you get, like right now, outside of your hips, I will go to the basket. If you cut me off, we just have some type of version of a crossover counter. But the biggest thing is, I don't want you just doing this in place. It's not gonna work. I want you starting this move back here and really coming forward and at an angle. Like every time you see KD doing it, it's like his back leg's almost like literally coming behind his front because he's going at an angle trying to get outside the defender's hips. Good. It's got to be like this every day. You're shooting like 90%. 2. If you go by me, good, like that. Cut me off. It's like if you go by me, your goal should be to get to like, it's unrealistic, and get to like the corner of the backboard on the right side. Because if I'm pushing you and you're trying to get to the corner of the backboard and turn, you're going to go to the middle. If you're trying to get to the middle when I'm pushing you, you're going to end up on that corner of the backboard. It's going to be a terrible angle. But his ultimate goal is to be a great player in the NBA one day. So what I want to do is I want to help refine his skill set, teach him the little details that he might need. He can get away with a lot of stuff right now in high school and still be successful. But I'm trying to prepare him for that next level, the college game, and eventually the NBA to be the best player he could possibly be. If you're going hard, like I should fall on my ass. Good. 3. Just like in the Duke game, every time on that initial drive, they was getting bumped. Yeah. You got to get used to that.
I just got off a Duke and UNC visit. Both the visits were great. I visited both schools. Coaches were real great. I love both the campuses, the facilities. Then I went to the Duke and UNC game, which was crazy. So, I mean, Duke lost, but other than that, I mean, the visits went really well. I want to be a one and done in college. It's one of my goals, so I'm working really hard now. And of course, I want to make it to the NBA, and my ultimate goal is to be a Hall of Famer. Just to travel, I mean, that's what I like to do. I like to travel and play basketball. I like to go out of state, and just to plan for the different people who have never seen me play, prove them that I'm really good. I mean, I got a huge target on my back this summer, so I mean, a lot of people are going to come watch me play. And that's what I'm working out every day for, just to be able to showcase my talents at each session. I mean, just to know that if there's somebody better than me or somebody trying to take my spot, I got to go out and kill them. I mean, if I'm playing against like some of the top dudes in the nation, my job is to go out, show them that I'm up there in the top 2. My goal is just to kill.
Good. 4. Open up that spin just a little bit more, like pop that shoulder. Pop the shoulder. Good. Much better. Good. 5. 5 more. Pop it. Good. He's a very, very skilled player right now. For his age, I mean, he's definitely up there. But the beautiful thing is, and I'll tell him this, and I tell everybody this, is he has a long way to go. He's already so good right now, and he has so much more that he can improve on. It's kind of scary when you really think about, wow, he's only 16. He's already at this level, and he can get to this level. I mean, he hasn't even matured yet. He hasn't grown into his body all the way. We don't know if he's going to continue to grow. He's already 6'8.5". He handles the ball like a guard, so there's a lot of potential right there. But we want to make sure that that word potential isn't the end game word when we hear Kevin Knox. We want to hear that potential turns into something in the future, and he maxed out on everything that he could. He's a skilled player. He's extremely long. When I am guarding him, it's really tough to stop somebody, that can dribble like that at 6'8.5". When they are going by you, he's so long, he extends that ball. There's really nothing you can do about it. He's a freak athletically, where he can get his head at the rim. Shoots the ball very, very effortlessly. And I think that's one of the biggest things about his game is that it comes effortless to him. A lot of people, you can tell, they're going extremely hard, where he picks up on stuff really, really quick. And I think he can be a great, one day, and it's a long way down the line. He has to continue to work. That's the biggest thing. But he can be a great in the game of basketball one day. Not high school, not college. I'm talking about when it's all said and done, out of all the people that have played the game of basketball. But the biggest thing with him is he's a worker. He comes to the gym anytime. There's been multiple times where, he'll stay over at my house, I'll stay over at his house, and he's ready to go to the gym at 9:30 at night and go get up shots. And that's rare nowadays. Majority of people would much rather play video games or be on social media, whatever the case may be, where he understands the sacrifices that have to be made to reach the levels that he wants to go to. And that's why I think potential with him is literally limitless. I mean, the sky's the limit. And that's why I think he's going to max out on that potential, be one of the greats when it's all said and done. It's got to be rapid. I don't care if Carter's on you, it's the same move. Two. If you dunk on me, you go in the league. If not, I don't know. If you dunk on me, you might be top 5. If not, I don't know. Tony's back. Tony's back. Tony out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Work on a move. Oh, man. Man, that was nice. I can't front. That was a nice move he ever made. Swear to God, that was a nice move. That was a nice move he ever made in his life. Dang, man. Had to be with the cameras out, too. Couldn't be any other day.
Oh, yeah, that was probably the nastiest crossover ever. I mean, yeah, he's kind of mad. He's kind of mad about it, but hey, I got it on camera easily. I mean, he was trying to play all up close on me. No, don't back it out. Gave him the easiest crossover. Left him in the dust. Finished with the dunk. Easy. Oh yeah, he challenged me a lot. We play one-on-one after every session. Of course, I'm up in the series. He can't guard me. He can't finish either. Can't make a jump shot. So I mean, I'm winning the Ultimate Series. What is it? What? 5-2? Not a 5-3, it's 5-2, and I kill him every time. The 2 times he did win, it was just making fluke jump shots. But other than that, my 5 wins just been straight killing to the basket, dunking on him every time. Oh my God. Every time, every time, every time. So I don't dunk on you. You never dunked on me. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. You're gonna hear about the crossover you're gonna hear about the crossover every day, every day, every day, every day.
Really, he has a lot that he hasn't shown. So, I mean, I think going to his senior year, there's really no limit on what he can do. I think he can potentially get to that top spot in the nation. I mean, it's going to take a lot of work. There's always, regardless of whatever he's ranked, there's always stuff he can improve on. There's always stuff he can get better at. And it's my job to make sure that we're working on those stuff that he can get better at. I mean, he's been doing really, really well. Big improvement from last year. And I mean, I really think sky's the limit. I expect him fully to move up in those rankings. There's always room for improvement, but I think heading to the senior year, he can definitely contend for that top spot in the nation. I don't see why he can't get that very soon.